She turned down $2,000. $2,000 she really needed. $2,000 that could have stopped an eviction, kept the lights burning, put food on the table for her daughter for months. The stranger pleaded. His fingers trembled while he fanned out the cash. "Please, just take it. You stayed up 4 hours in the blackout sewing for me." Beatrice Anderson slid the stack back across her work table. "I never accept cash from someone who's desperate." He gaped at her like she'd lost her mind. Maybe she had. Her checking balance showed $283. Power was getting cut Friday. Her girl needed new sneakers. Yet the raw fear in his eyes told her real kindness stops being real the moment you put a price on it. He walked out at 2 a.m. She lay down convinced she'd made the honorable choice. Next morning, 8 attorneys in dark suits ringed her little storefront, and life as she knew it ended forever. But rewind first to the hours before the suits arrived, before the world flipped upside down, before Beatrice Anderson discovered that choosing what's right doesn't only warm your heart, it can rewrite your whole future. The clock blared 5:30 a.m. Beatrice smacked it quiet and stared up at the cracked ceiling of the cramped apartment over the shop. Same routine, same battle just to get through. She grabbed her phone, tapped into the bank app. The balance hadn't changed by magic. $283. Or maybe $47. Her gut nodded. Rent loomed in 4 days, $950. Final warning from the electric company sat there, $215 due Friday or lights out. She ran the numbers again in her head for the 100th time, short $881, 4 days to close the gap. Beatrice hauled herself upright. Apartment felt like ice. She hadn't turned on heat in weeks to save pennies, kept a thick cardigan on inside. In the kitchen, she cracked open the fridge. 3 lonely eggs, end pieces of bread, tiny bit of butter. Her daughter Nia was already up, bent over schoolwork at the tiny table. "Morning, sweetheart." Nia lifted her eyes. 14, stunning, sharp as a tack, bundled in a sweater too. Never once griped about being cold. "Morning, Mom." Beatrice scrambled the eggs, divided them onto plates. Always gave Nia the larger share. Nia peeked at her mom's portion. "Mom, you barely ate." "I'm good. Had a big dinner last night." Total lie. Dinner was saltines. A permission form waited on the counter. Science camp. $350. Nia never brought it up. She understood cash was tight. Beside it sat Nia's beat-up sneakers, toes poking through. New ones would run minimum $65. Cash Beatrice didn't have. She injected cheer into her tone. "How's classes?" "Pretty good. We started robotics and engineering." "That's awesome, honey." Beatrice's chest ached. Nia dreamed of engineering. College was the goal. The college savings jar on the shelf held $1,100 scraped together over 3 years. At this pace, another 20 years for one term. Nia headed to school. Beatrice tidied, slipped into work clothes, headed down. Anderson alterations looked unchanged for 4 decades. Same brick her mom painted, same creaky oak boards in the same places, same 1984 Singer machine. Older than Beatrice. She brushed her palm across it. Stubborn yet faithful, like her. A faded newspaper article hung framed on the wall. Headline, "Local Seamstress Rescues Bride's Big Day." Picture showed her mom, needle poised, beaming. Story said the gown ripped 2 hours before vows. Mom sewed it perfect, waived off payment. "You need a miracle right now, not an invoice." Beatrice traced the frame. "Trying, Mom, trying so hard to be you." But Mom never explained how brutal it felt, holding on to principles while wondering how to cover rent. She turned the key, flipped the open sign, settled at her machine. Phone rang, chest squeezed. She recognized the caller ID. "Anderson Alterations." "Miss Anderson, Houston Electric here. Account seriously overdue." "I know. I'll pay Friday, I swear." Long sigh on the line. "Ma'am, you've already had 2 grace periods. Friday's cutoff. No payment means disconnection Saturday morning." "Got it. Friday. Promise." One more vow she wasn't sure she could keep. She hung up, popped the register drawer. $47 in small bills. Yesterday's total take. She'd need divine intervention at this rate. Morning regulars trickled in. Mrs. Lopez wanted a hem taken up. Usually $15, but Mrs. Lopez scrubbed houses for cash she could hardly spare. $10 today, Mrs. Lopez. The lady's eyes shimmered. "You're an angel, mija. You've always looked out for me. Least I can do." Mrs. Lopez tried slipping an extra 5. Beatrice eased it back. "Keep it. Treat yourself." After she left, Mr. Samuel shuffled in. 82, Kane, living on Social Security check. Needed 1 button sewn back on his best shirt. She started to quote, caught herself, studied his gentle lined face. No charge, Mr. Samuel. Beatrice, you keep giving it all away. What kind of way is that to run a business? She gave a small smile. I'll manage. Coffee? Poured him a mug from her own pot. Money might be scarce, but decency wasn't. Mr. Samuel watched her closely. Your mama would be beaming right now. Mama knew a lot. I'm still catching up. What's the lesson? Beatrice slid thread through the eye, fingers dancing from muscle memory. 40 years at this, starting at 7 beside her mom. Rule 1, if the customer spots your repair, you failed. Rule 2, if they spot your hardship, you aren't carrying it with enough grace. Mr. Samuel sighed. That's a lot to shoulder, child. It's the only weight I know. By 8 that night, she'd earned $130. She added it to the mental ledger, still $751 behind. One alteration remained. Mrs. Carter's dress, $25 deposit already spent on groceries. Finish tonight, crash, wake up, solve tomorrow. That was the strategy, until 8:59 p.m. when the whole plan shattered. A knock hit at 8:59, sharp, panicked. Not a casual customer, the kind that jolts your pulse. Beatrice glanced up from the dress. Raindrops were starting outside. Phone had buzzed storm alert earlier. Another knock, louder. She froze. Single woman, late hour, rough area. Every gut instinct screamed, lock up and pretend you're gone. Then she saw his face pressed to the glass. Mid-50s maybe, drenched, no coat, no umbrella. Expression pure terror, not aggression. Beatrice she approached, cracked the chain, still latched. Please, voice cracked. I know it's late, I'm sorry, your light was on, every other shop is dark, I'm out of choices. Beatrice sized him up. Tailored suit ruined, shoulder seams split wide, lining dangling, hands shaking hard. What happened? Flew in for the biggest meeting of my career tomorrow morning 8 sharp. Bag lost, grabbed this suit last minute. Snagged it on a car handle. He fought to breathe. If I show up looking sloppy, 300 people lose everything. No hype, no drama, just a fact breaking him. Beatrice peered past. Black town car idling curbside, driver inside. She slid the chain off. Come in. He nearly fell through, water pooling on her floor. Thank you, thank you. She lifted the jacket, set it under her bright lamp. Damage, bad. Full shoulder rebuild, lining reattachment. Not 30 minutes, 4 hours minimum if done right. Serious job, she murmured. Reconstruct seam, mend lining, press. Normally $200, but tonight, name your price. He yanked out a thick wallet, hundreds and thousands showing. 2,000 cash right here, all yours, please. Beatrice stared at the bills. 2,000. Brain raced. Electric, $215. Rent, $950. Food, $400. Nia's shoes, $65. Science camp, $350. Leftover 20s. Fingers twitched toward the cash, then froze. She studied his face. Really studied. Eyes bloodshot. Rain or tears? A photo slipped from the wallet. Teenage girl, white coat, scrubs maybe. He snatched it protectively. My daughter, Caroline, med school. Beatrice pictured Nia asleep upstairs, dreaming of a degree she couldn't fund. Pictured Mom's framed article. You need a miracle today, not an invoice. She gently pressed his hand away, the one clutching $2,000. No. He blinked hard. Excuse me? I can't take it. You have to be paid. 4 hours in the dark. You said desperate, Beatrice answered. You're frightened. Your girl's future rides on tomorrow. She nodded towards the cutoff notice on her desk. Didn't hide it. I'm desperate too, but not this way. I don't get it. Beatrice sat, began threading without looking. Mom taught me one thing. When somebody's sinking, you don't sell them the lifeline. You toss it free. Gregory's eyes welled. Why help me? You don't know me. I know you're a dad fighting to protect jobs. I know you showed me your daughter's picture like she's your universe. I know you're here at 9 at night in pouring rain with nowhere else to turn. That's plenty. But your bills. I'll handle them. Always do. She offered a weary smile. Jacket off. We've got 4 hours of darkness to beat. He dropped into the chair opposite, buried his face, shoulders heaving. Thank you, he breathed. I don't deserve it. Kindness isn't earned, Gregory. Just Gregory. Okay, Gregory. Talk to me about the meeting while I stitch. Storm grew louder outside. Thunder growled. Lights blinked once. Beatrice set out candles as backup. Done blackouts before. Rita, Harvey. Could so blind if necessary. Next 4 hours, neither realized this single decision would rewrite both their worlds. But it did. Needle danced like a vow sealed. Beatrice's hands moved with 40 years' quiet mastery. Undo ruined stitches slowly, thread by thread. Never hurry. Hurry destroys. Gregory watched, spellbound. Looks like brain surgery. It is surgery, she said, eyes on fabric. Just cloth instead of skin. She checked the lining. Bargain thread on luxury wool. Corners cut on $1,000 suit. Wrong thread. That's why it gave way. Gregory leaned closer. Can you save it? I can fix anything. Question is, will it last? She chose heavy-duty polyester from her best stash. Right stuff. With proper thread, it'll outlive the original. 9:47 p.m. 3 hours, 13 left. Rain hammered. Thunder shook panes. Gregory jumped. Storms pass, she said. Always. Needle kept flying. So tell me, what's riding on tomorrow? Silence, then merger. My firm joining another. 800 million. Beatrice paused a heartbeat. 800 million? Couldn't picture that sum. If it closes, 3 plants stay running. 300 families keep paychecks, coverage, roofs. If it fails, they shut. Layoffs hit right before Christmas. Beatrice resumed. So tomorrow's not about your ego, it's about them. Yeah, voice broke. But if I walk in with my jacket falling apart, why trust me with a company? Looks aren't everything. In my circle, they basically are. She met his gaze. Then your circle needs new values. Gregory actually laughed, startled both of them. You're right, dead right. 10:15 p.m. Lights stuttered, died. Shop went black. Oh, crap, Gregory muttered. Left drawer, Beatrice said evenly. Candles, matches. He groped, lit 6. Soft gold light bloomed. Beatrice shifted work under it. Been here before. Can't let darkness win. How do you even thread? Fingers know, she continued by feel. Eyes settle. Wait a sec. Gregory stared as flame glinted off steel with every pass. Her focus absolute, almost serene. How long you been sewing? Since 7, Mom taught. She learned from Grandma. That singer? Older than us combined. Beatrice patted it fondly. 41 years strong, built to endure. Machines and morals. Your mom gave you more than stitches, right? Hands slowed. Every seam's a commitment. You care, you see the wearer, you honor them with care. She glanced at the dim clipping. That bride in 98, dress split 2 hours before aisle. Mom sewed 3 hours. Bride offered cash. Mom said no. Why? She was crying. Wedding day. Some days, money doesn't win. Gregory fell quiet. Sounds like you. Trying to be. Some days I nail it. Others I wonder if I'm foolish. You're not foolish. You're remarkable. Beatrice shook her head. Just doing what's decent. That should be standard, not special. 11:30 p.m. Half finished. Seam rebuilt, strengthened. Lining next. Gregory's phone vibrated. He silenced fast. It buzzed again. Answer if you need, she said. Won't mind. It waits. This doesn't. She'd glimpsed caller names. VP Ops, board chair, exec assistant. Not peers, subordinates. Gregory, you're not just staff there, are you? He held her eyes. No. Change anything? Not really. Hurting person is hurting person, janitor or boss. His face softened. Surprise, admiration. You actually believe that? Always have. Midnight, power surged back. Both winced at brightness. Beatrice lifted jacket, checked every angle under fluorescence. Invisible. Flawless. 1 hour more. Gregory rose, joined her. Can I assist? Hold here steady while I lock it. He followed directions, gripping cloth, handing shears, tilting light. Haven't used my hands since boyhood. Would you build? Model planes with Grandpa. Steel worker. Honest labor. Said if your name's on it, make it worthy. Beatrice smiled. Mom said exactly that. They settled into easy quiet. 2 strangers finding unexpected harmony, necessity forging a connection that felt deeper. 12:45 p.m. Gregory shared about Caroline, 22, Johns Hopkins pre-med, 2 jobs, turned down his help, wants to earn it. Sounds like somebody worth knowing. She'd adore you. values hard work, pride, and integrity. Paused. She's better than I am. Learned from you? Learned in spite of me. Beatrice glanced over. Cut yourself some slack. 1:03 p.m. Last stitches. Total focus. More than repair now. A vow honored. She raised the jacket, tested stretch, seams solid. Finished. Gregory slipped it on. Perfect fit. Rolled shoulders, no bind. Checked mirror. Can't tell it ever ripped. That's the goal. Invisible repair. He touched the seam almost reverently. Stronger than factory. Reinforced stress points, correct thread. Won't tear again. You didn't repair, you upgraded. Beatrice tidied, spools away, needles sorted. That's what caring looks like. Gregory eyed watch. 1:16 p.m. Needed sleep, shower, prep for the meeting deciding 300 futures. He reached for wallet. What happened next would resonate through both lives forever. Same thick cash stack. You saved me tonight. Counted 20s, 50s, 2,500. Laid it on the table. More money than Beatrice had seen in ages. Eyes fixed. Mental tally. Bills gone. Shoes. Camp. Months of groceries. Fingers hovered, then withdrew. She nudged bills back. No. Gregory froze. What? Can't take it. You earned every cent. 4 hours in storm by candlelight. Voice rose, baffled. This is fair. It isn't fair. Hand stayed on cash. You're drowning, terrified. I don't charge people who are sinking. But you need it. He pointed at cutoff notice. I see the bills. I need it bad. Voice calm. If I accept, what happened stops being kindness, turns into business. What's wrong with business? Nothing usually. She locked eyes. But you knocked at 9 in rain with no options left. You were scared, trusted me. She pressed money into his palms. Taking it twists that moment, makes me exploit your panic. Won't do it. Gregory trembled. Tears fell. Nobody ever. Couldn't finish. Beatrice's eyes stung too. Keep that cash. Help your daughter's school. Save those jobs. That's payment enough. You're not real. We're real. Just exhausted so nobody sees. He dried his face. Can I leave contact info? In case you or Nia ever need help. Pulled card, hesitated, put it away. Instead, tore notepad sheet, wrote Gregory plus number. No obligation. Beatrice folded it. Thanks. Outside, town car engine turned. Driver waited 4+ hours. Suit stepped out, umbrella ready. Mr. Ashford, we should move. Rest before board. Mr. Ashford. Beatrice caught the name, too tired to process. Gregory nodded. 2 minutes, James. Turned back, offered hand. She shook, strong, thankful grip. Held longer. Never forgetting this. Ever. Go protect those jobs, Gregory. Smiled through wet eyes. Doing it because of you. At the threshold. Full name? Beatrice Anderson. Beatrice Anderson. Like committing it to memory. Thanks for showing me what counts. Door shut. Car vanished into night. Rain eased. Streets glistened under lamps. Beatrice locked up, stared at bare table where 2,500 sat moments ago. Hands shook now. Adrenaline crash. Reality hit. Refused life-changing money. Crazy? Foolish? She didn't know. Climbed stairs, peeked at sleeping Nia, fell into bed. 1:47 p.m. Tomorrow, same bills, same math, same grind. But tonight she honored Mom, tossed rope free. Had to matter. Slept believing she chose correctly. Had no clue in under 9 hours, 8 lawyers would encircle her shop and normal would disappear forever. Alarm shrieked 7 a.m. 4.5 hours sleep. Body screamed. Fingers stiff. Back sore from hunching. Still rose, fixed Nia breakfast, pasted on smile. You look beat, Mom. Late job. I'm okay, love. Nia left. Beatrice opened shop, brewed coffee, sat at machine. Ordinary morning. Except nothing was ordinary anymore. 9:45 a.m. Black SUV cruised past slow. Twice. Parked opposite, idling. Occupants staring. Beatrice noticed, shrugged it off. 10:15 a.m. Different sedan. Sharp-suited woman stepped out, peered through window, Dialed while staring right at Beatrice. Left. Mr. Samuel glanced from crossword. Odd. Very odd, Beatrice agreed. Phone rang. Unknown. Anderson Alterations. Beatrice Anderson? Male. Crisp, detached. Yes. Who's this? Confirm address, please. She recited, puzzled. Why? Thanks for verification. Click. Beatrice frowned at screen. What? 10:42 a.m. Nia called, frightened. Mom, strange car at school. Man asked office about me. Secretary got security. Heart sank. What'd he ask? Family stuff? Address? Mom, I'm scared. Stay put. Only leave with me. Called school. Confirmed. Suit. Law firm credentials. Which firm? Ashford something. Ashford. Like driver called Gregory? Mr. Ashford. Hands trembled. 10:47 a.m. 3 vehicles disgorged 8 suited figures. Briefcases. Advancing in line. Beatrice retreated. Mr. Samuel rose. Calling 911. Lead man entered. Ms. Beatrice Anderson? Voice quavered. Who are you? Credentials out. Richard Sterling, Senior Counsel, Ashford Industries. Must speak now about last night. I repaired a jacket. Voice broke. Did nothing illegal. We know. That's precisely why we're here. Shut shop immediately. No debate in tone. Beatrice eyed customers. Mrs. Lopez gripped purse. Mr. Samuel thumb over emergency call. Not closing till you explain. Woman stepped up. Polished suit. Melanie Brooks, VP Communications. Matters confidential. Need privacy. For what? Lawsuit? No, Richard stone-faced. Discussion concerns Gregory Ashford and your actions last night. Gregory? The panicked dad? Torn suit, $2,000 offer? What wrong? Helped somebody. Not a crime. Correct, Melanie gentler, but exceptional, especially since that somebody was Gregory Ashford. Lawyer opened case, tablet out. Follow finance news, markets? Barely sleep, let alone read. Make sense. Screen turned. Forbes cover. Face from last night. Headline, Gregory Ashford, reluctant billionaire remaking U.S. manufacturing. Below, $4.2 billion net worth. Vision swam. Hand braced table. That's him? Gregory Ashford, Richard said. CEO, founder, Ashford Industries. Room spun. Mr. Samuel studied her. Sit, dear. She sank. 4.2 billion. Melanie, next image. Gregory, White House handshake. UN summit. Humanitarian prize. No, voice tiny. Can't be. Just a dad scared for his suit. Both true. Melanie soft. Richard, more papers. Ashford Industries, 47 plants North America, 12,000 workers, 3.8 billion revenue. Thomas Bennett added, medical devices, auto, aerospace. Top 3 U.S. hospitals use Ashford gear. Couldn't breathe. He cried in my shop, showed daughter's photo. Caroline Ashford, Melanie nodded, Johns Hopkins pre-med, full Ashford Foundation grant. But he said 2 jobs. Voluntary. Refused his cash, wanted self-made. Mind rewound. Luxury watch, chauffeured car, board-level calls. Card he nearly flashed. Meeting today, she whispered. 300 jobs. Holston Medical merger, Thomas said. 800 million, 3 sites at stake. No exaggeration. Richard article. Ashford board greenlights historic merger. 300 jobs preserved. Timestamp 10 a.m. today. He pulled it off. Beatrice exhaled. Saved them because of you. Melanie firm. Only sewed a jacket. No. Richard forward. Far bigger. Email from Gregory to execs. 3:17 a.m. Subject. Lesson from last night. Hands shook reading. Met someone who redefined leadership. Woman with every excuse to refuse said yes. Every excuse to take cash said no. Chose dignity over survival. 25 years building this firm. A seamstress showed more character than all of them combined. Tomorrow, I enter that room focused on people, not profit. Gregory. Tears smeared. He wrote that about me? Sent to 200 leaders 3 a.m. Melanie. Told your story pre-meeting. Thomas, minutes. Chairman quote, Ashford's poise striking, faced merger doubts, spoke leadership, character, duty like never before. Another, Gregory seemed human. Beatrice wept. Just wanted to help. Exactly what shifted him, Melanie said. Treated Billionaire as human, saw fear, ignored fortune, gave dignity money can't purchase. Richard, screen. Twitter trends. Suit that saved jobs, 47K posts. Billionaire and seamstress, 89K. Headlines, Mystery Tailor rescues Ashford merger. Houston woman who refused $2,500 goes viral. How? Gregory shared with board. Thomas, leak to media. Exploded 2 hours. Beatrice lurched up. Room tilted. Can't be real. I'm nothing. He's billions. Doesn't compute. Knees gave. Melanie and Mr. Samuel caught her. Back to seat. Smelling salts. Came to. Sorry. Overwhelming, Melanie kind. Why here? Why lawyers? Glance exchanged. Gregory Ashford en route. 10 minutes. And Ms. Anderson, Thomas opened case stacked with files. He brings an offer. What offer? Richard fanned papers. Blueprints, agreements, forecasts. One that transforms everything if you accept. Beatrice stared. Her name everywhere. Beatrice Anderson, Director Tailoring Services. Figures dizzying. Shop diagrams expanded, upgraded. What's all this? Your tomorrow, Melanie quiet, if you choose it. Outside, luxury vehicle arrived. Guards first, then Gregory Ashford. Same man, now flanked. Different aura. Reporters yelled behind tape. Mr. Ashford? Who's she? Merger real? Ignored, entered straight to Beatrice. Thanks for receiving me. Legs unsteady. You're actually the billionaire. Guilty. He waved lawyers out. Room cleared. Mr. Samuel rose. Stay, Beatrice said. Wanted backup. Gregory sat level. Sorry for the chaos, surprise, not disclosing identity. Paused. But if I had, would you have acted same? Thought. No, would have been rattled, different. Precisely. Needed someone to see me, not wealth. You did. Only mended fabric. No, you mended me. Pulled index cards, handwritten. Morning presentation notes. Drafted 4 a.m. after leaving. Spread them. Character before cash. Dignity before dollars. People before profit. Every line from our talk. Challenged by the chair, I skipped stats, told them you. Breath hitched. You told? Said last night somebody gave all when I offered nothing. Trusted. Gave hours for 300 strangers. If she can, we can. Voice broke. Silence. Chair voted yes. Tears flowed. 300 families still eating because you refused cash. Mr. Samuel wiped eyes. Gregory inhaled. You gave freely last night. Today, I ask you accept something. Not pay. Partnership. Partnership? Lawyers returned. Papers covered table. Renderings, contracts, numbers. What? Gregory beside her. 12,000 employees. Zero quality tailoring access. Want to fix. Want you to run it. Run what? Ashford Employee Tailoring Division. Director, 30% equity partner. 30? Not employee, partner. Melanie visuals. Anderson alterations preserved. Mom's machine stays. Photo stays. Name stays. Expand. 6 stations, new gear, training wing. Thomas, 2.1 million investment. Beatrice dropped. 2 million flagship, Gregory said. Richard, 10 local hires, 45,000 start, full benefits, health, 401k, paid training. Melanie, year 3, 150 jobs nationwide. Thomas, Saturdays free tailoring, interview suits, pro alterations, Ashford Foundation funds. Beatrice stared. Free like you gave me, Gregory said. You showed me that's when it counts. Richard finances. Salary 120k plus profit share. Year 3, 80 to 150k more. Beatrice, numb. I clear 31 now. Gregory, knelt. More. Ashford Foundation scholarship. Full ride, Nia. 4 years, any school, no conditions. Beatrice, speechless. Tuition, housing, stipend, 320k total. Daughter shouldn't juggle jobs studying. Sobbed. My girl. She'll be the engineer she's meant for. Mr. Samuel gripped shoulder. Gregory, 6 months. Replicate. Every site gets center. You manage 15 in 3 years. Thomas, equity 4 to 7 million, year 5 estimate. Beatrice paced. Too much. Sewed one jacket. You sewed up a man, a firm, 300 homes, only being kind. Kindness so scarce it shifted history. Faced him. I'm unqualified, never led big, ran this shop 12 years through brutal times, kept standards while sinking. That's who should lead. No degree. You have skill, honor, sight. Papers everywhere with her name. Can Nia come before I answer? Absolutely. 20 minutes, Nia rushed in. Saw crowd, mom crying. Mom, what's wrong? Beatrice told all. Nia eyes huge. Mom, this is your dream. Grandma's dream. Terrifying, baby. Nia took hands. You sewed 4 hours dark for a stranger. You can handle anything. Beatrice eyed Gregory. Contracts. Nia's hope. Lifted pen, trembled. Not signing life away, Gregory said. Signing into life. Beatrice Anderson signed. Once, twice, 10. Richard smiled. Welcome aboard, Director Anderson. Gregory, small box. Pro sewing kit. Gold shears, premium thread. Note. Every true artisan deserves elite tools. Gregory. Held shears, tears. Too perfect. You're too gifted to keep struggling. Let me end that. Looked at Nia, Mr. Samuel, Gregory, future. Unreal, yet happening. Said no to 2,000, gained everything. 6 months later, neighborhood didn't change. It evolved. Month 1, construction. Cruise 6 a.m. Beatrice watched sidewalk, coffee steaming. Capped original brick. Mom would love. Inside, doubled. Walls gone, light poured. Mom's singer enshrined. Glass case, light, brass plate. Emma Anderson, master seamstress, 1952 to 2019. Her hands shaped this future. Beatrice touched glass. See this, Mama? 8 new machines, steam station, fabric archive, training area, computers, real operation now, professional yet home. Month 2, hiring, 10 slots, 847 applications, 72 hours. Beatrice interviewed 50, asked each, why so? Answers revealed souls. Hired 10. Maria Rodriguez, 58, laid off factory vet, 30 years touch. James Washington, 26, design grad, jobless till now. Dorothy Carter, 61, retired pro, returned for purpose. 3 single moms, 2 vets, 1 rebuilding after time inside. Local, talented, starving for respect. 8-week training, mom's methods, invisible work, strong seams, quality first. More, philosophy. Garment holds a human. Honor them. Graduation, families, certificates, in motion thick. Maria hugged tight. Thought too old to restart. You gave life back. Month 3, opening. 400 came. Street shut. Gregory cut ribbon with Beatrice and Nia. Flashes, cameras. Beatrice brief. Mom taught excellence, kindness, grit. This place lives them. Gregory, Beatrice didn't fix suit, fixed my view. Week 1, 89 clients, $12,000 revenue. Reviews exploded. Top alterations, Houston. They know your name. Not business, family. Month 4, free program. First Saturday, 23 job hunters. Needed interview looks. No alteration budget. Team worked 12 hours. Joy non-stop. Suits fitted, hems perfect. Shoulders adjusted, tips given. Left polished, ready. Marcus vet stared mirror. Suit right now. Stood straighter. Forgot pride. Janelle single mom tried blazer. Law firm interview Monday. Look like I fit. Month 4, 87 free. 61% hired 30 days. Proof sharp close, unlock doors. Month 5, Nia. Howard University letter. Full pre-med ride. Mother-daughter cried 20 minutes. Grandma proud mom. Both of us, baby. Ashford scholarship, $320K. 4 years, everything. Nia doctor, debt-free. Cycle broken. Month 6, expansion. Philly opened Ashford HQ. Beatrice, another ribbon. Media, cheers. 8 locals trained by Houston crew. Model, flawless. Houston 6-month stats, $240,000 revenue, 40% over forecast. Free helped 247, 68% employed. 6 more sites next 12 months. Beatrice earned $180,000, 5 times old 5-year total. Money secondary, impact primary. 23 nearby jobs born. Coffee shop added 3. Bookstore grew. Boutique upgraded. Block breathing again. Landlord who threatened sale joined Ashford, preserving neighborhood soul. Gentrification arrived. Community included, not erased. Press frenzy. Forbes 30 changing business positively. Mayor's Award, Governor's Commendation. Beatrice uneasy spotlight. Only wanted to help. Did beyond dreams. One generous refusal altered hundreds. 6 months exact, Tuesday, 8:45 p.m. Beatrice at desk. Profits, schedules, new normal. Shop silent, machines humming. Rain tapped gentle. 8:47 p.m. Moment Gregory knocked 6 months prior. Smiled at timing. Then knock. 8:58 p.m. Urgent, desperate. Echo of that night. Door opened. Mid-20s woman, soaked. Eyes wide panic. Know you're closed, but I'm desperate. Breath caught. Interview tomorrow. First chance 3 years. Teacher. Words rushed. Goodwill suit. Bus door ripped skirt. Showed the tear. Side seam. $40 all I got. Voice cracked. Need job. Kids need teachers who get them. Beatrice, tears rose. Circle turning. Come in. Inspected. 30 minutes. Cost? Nothing. Free. What? No, I can pay. No. Shouldn't have to. Threaded needle. Somebody believed in me once. Paying forward. Woman cried. Talked while stitching. Sarah. 3rd grade dream. Teacher changed her. Miss Washington. Hands paused. Washington. Dorothy Washington? Saw potential nobody else did. Dorothy works here. My seamstress. Sarah beamed. My grandma. Hugged. Tears. Talks about you every Sunday. Says you're changing everything. Just mending garments. No, mending futures. 30 minutes, skirt flawless. Land that job. Help another someday. That's thanks. Promise. Sarah stepped into the rain. Car arrived. Gregory out. Weekly coffee ritual. Saw it. Old ways. Best ways. Sat. Coffee. Quiet comfort. Wild part, Beatrice said, if I took cash that night, ends there. Business deal. You relieved. Bills paid, forgotten. But you refused. Refused. That no became the greatest yes ever. Gregory smiled. Mine too. Rain quit. Stars peaked. Shop sign glowed. Mom's machine visible. Legacy alive. Sarah get it? Gregory asked. Beatrice smiled. Fixed skirt. Rest on her. How it goes. Exactly how. Beatrice never waited for approval to show kindness, never weighed profit, said yes when life yelled no, changed everything. Not because she's unique, because she chose decency. You hold the same strength. Today, someone near you desperate, needs help, needs yes while the world says no. Your kindness may skip headlines, yet rewrite a life. Beatrice refused $2,500, gained millions, not dollars, meaning. What could your yes to kindness unlock? If the story touched you, pass it on. Somebody needs it now. What would you do in her shoes? Drop thoughts below. Like if kindness still counts. Subscribe for more tales ordinary folks doing extraordinary. World shifts, one decision, one stitch. At Black Voices Uncut, we keep it raw. No softening pain, no diluting truth. Truth earns full voice. If today hit home, smash like, comment, subscribe. Join next real story.